Hey everybody, this is Jamie Shaw, and this is the Jamie Shaw Marketing Show, or Jamie Shaw's Marketing Show. How's everybody doing tonight? I am flying solo as always. That's why it's called the Jamie Shaw Marketing Show. See, tonight's topic is what do you do when you fall? And I did a little post on Facebook earlier. Let me find it real quick. Uh, Life is, what do you do when you fall? Do you get up from that fall, or do you just give up? Most of us, when we fall, and a fall is a failure. What do you do when life knocks you down? Do you just lay there and give up? A lot of people have the mentality, they take what life gives them, and like I posted one of my favorite Rocky Balboa quotes in there, and I'm going to read it to you real quick. And it's the movie Rocky Balboa is one of his last movies, and he's talking to his son. He says, "Let me tell you something I already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get it and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not be pointing fingers and saying you ain't where you should be or where you want to be because of him or her or anybody else. That's how cowards do it, and that ain't you. You're better than that. And from the movie, that was I love the Rocky Balboa because it's all an inspiration, series of the underdog that can't do it, and he rises above the failure, and he does it. Hi Maria. Hi Katie. Hi Wonderwit. How y'all doing? And a lot of times when you come into the online world, you feel like the underdog. And a lot of us get in the mindset that we can't do something, or it's too hard. And we got to retrain our minds and get out of that mindset because that's a self-defeating mindset. I listened to an audio this morning called "The Wall," and I put it in our Facebook chat to listen to everybody in. It was about having your back against the wall and being able to release some of the struggles and stuff that you had, stuff that paralyzed you. And you know, I'm not perfect. I've fell on my face many times, but I get back up, I dust myself off, and I go back to it. I mean, I went to engineering school. I failed. Why? Because I couldn't pass calculus. But I'm an engineer's assistant now. I still struggle with calculus, but I still work in the field. I just don't have an engineering degree. I do all the drafting and stuff, which I enjoy the drafting more, I think, than I would if I was an engineer. Plus, I get to do all the IT stuff, which I thoroughly enjoy. But you know, everybody hits that place in their life where they think they're not enough, and they struggle with themselves. And the best way to get out of that mindset is to start in some mindset training. uh, and you can find stuff on the internet to listen to. There's all kinds of stuff you can listen to. You can listen to Les Brown, or I listened to a Les Brown audio on the way home. It was just a motivational video, and sometimes I do that. I'll just jump on YouTube on the way home, and I'll type in motivational video, and I'll just hit the first one I see, and I just let it play, and you know they'll loop to the next video, and they'll just keep playing. So for an hour and a half, I'm getting a constant stream of motivational videos all the way home, and it helps with your mindset. It helps you get you out of that frame of mind that you're not enough, because no matter what you tell yourself, it's all crap. Your mind tells you to protect you from success. You are enough. You were born to be enough, but somewhere along the way, somebody put it in your mind that you're not enough. Well, I'm here to tell you, you got to get out of that mindset. I've been doing mindset probably since 2013, and it's taken that long, plus being consistent in my business to start having results. And I don't have results every day because I have a full-time job that gets in my way of my business, but my job funds my business. I'm not hurting for money, and that's probably why I'm not jumping to success right away, because my back's not against the wall. Most successful people say they get rid of your backup plan. Well, right now I use my business or my job to fund my business. It's not really my backup plan. My backup plan is my business. So if the way things are going in corporate America, I could get laid off. Even though I've rose to the higher ups of my company, I can still get laid off any day or get fired, make a mistake and get fired. Then what's my backup plan? My backup plan is my business. Hey Dave, how are you? Good to see you guys here. I use the funds that I make from my business, and I reinvest it back into my business, into my business education. I bought a new course yesterday. I'm still working on the attraction marketing, but the course I bought yesterday has nothing to do with marketing. It has to do with cybersecurity, and like I just got an email from Jeremy, and it was a hack basically, and I actually clicked on the link, but I have enough security protocols in my computer that instantly a virus scan started running and clearing out all the crap. So I didn't get affected, but I bought this course on cybersecurity, and it's penetration testing, ethical hacking, and stuff like that. So I can secure my systems even more than I have them secure now. Plus, it's kind of a backup plan. I have a computer business here at home, that I run out of my house, and I can use those credentials to help set up networks and stuff like that for companies, which I have, a computer repair and networking background. And if I add security to it, and get my security certification, that looks good, on my company website and stuff like that. People know that I'm a trusted source because I'm A+ certified, network certified, and security certified. So, plus cybersecurity is big money. Cybersecurity experts make, just starting out straight out of college, are making six figures just coming out of college. So the guy with my experience, 10 years IT experience, it could be beneficial to me. But the thing in my mind, I don't want to work for somebody else. I'd rather put the investment of my education into my business, whether I turn my computer business in full time and use my marketing to drive my business into a bigger company, or I use it to build my internet marketing company. Either way, I can build both as long as I'm working for myself. That's the main goal of the whole thing. But you think there's not any struggles? You think I'm not going to fall on my face in doing that? I'm going to, every step of the way. But it didn't matter how many times I fall on my face. It matters how many times I get back up and how many times I keep pushing forward. Hi, Tim and Barb. How are you guys? Tim the Maverick is ill. I see that. Well, he needs to get better. But like I've said, repeatedly, we've all gone through struggles. I remember when me and my wife first got married, and ever since we've been married, the whole 23 years, I've been working at some form of business to try to get it off the ground. When we were first married, I think I was trying to sell ionic breezes online, and the ionic breeze are the ones with the HEPA filter and all that stuff, and they put ions out in the air and make your air cleaner and all that crap. But now they sell them at Walmart, for they're $300 when I was selling them. Now you can buy them at Walmart for like $50, so and then I've tried other stuff. I got into internet marketing back then, and actually I actually built my first website in 2007. But when I went to college, and I went to Robert Morris University, in 2000, I think it was 2000, 99 to 2000, and I took web development or website development was part of my degree program, and I learned how to build websites in HTML coding. And, and HTML is still effective today, but there's so much more programming languages that goes into a website. We use WordPress. It's kind of what you see is what you get, but I learned how to do it with coding. You take a notepad, you write all the HTML code in there, all the CSS code in there, and then you publish it, upload it to your cPanel, and upload it, and boom, you got a live website. So load him up with some cough syrup and some Dayquil, and he'll be okay for a little while. Or if he's going to bed, load him up on NyQuil. That way he sleeps all night. But that bug's been going around because Wednesday night I didn't feel good. Last week Thursday I didn't feel good, and then Friday I didn't even go to work. I played hooky because I didn't feel good, and I wasn't really playing hooky. I was, but I wasn't. I worked on my business all day, but I didn't feel good enough to drive all the way to an hour and a half to work, which Fridays I usually only work 4 hours anyway because I work so many hours through the week so I can take off early on Friday. But I still didn't feel good enough to drive 4 hours. But so I know that bug's going around, so I hope it gets better pretty quick. Take it easy on the cheesecake. But what are some things that you can do to help change your mindset? One of the things that I did, like I said, motivational videos on YouTube. You can also just dive into Eric Thomas. There's also NLP trainers on YouTube. Now, YouTube is the one all be all. Anything you want to listen to is pretty much on YouTube. I actually invested in a mindset mastermind called the Deep Abyss. And what the Deep Abyss is the mentor of the program, Diane Hockman, takes you by the hand and takes you down in the inner depths of your mind. And in the inner depths of your mind, she teaches you to speak for yourself or think for yourself. And actually tonight is our monthly live training call. So as soon as we're done here tonight, we'll go straight to the Diane Hockman Deep Abyss call. And if you're interested in joining the Deep Abyss, it doesn't cost very much. There is a picture that says the Deep Abyss over on the right hand side at the top, right next to this video. It says the Deep Abyss. Click on it. You can jump in and be a part of the mastermind. They meet once a month, and it's usually the third week of the month on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's right after this show, because I'll end a few minutes early, so it gives people time to get over to that Deep Abyss call. But that and the workshop that we have as a community has helped me tremendously. Being able to speak with mentors and sponsors live one-on-one, and other marketers live one-on-one, and get help with problems, and being able to teach when it's my turn to teach has really helped me grow and come out of my comfort zone and help me become the person that I am. And you guys probably hear me say this all the time. You're probably tired of hearing me saying this, but investing in yourself and investing in your mindset helps you grow as a person. There's nobody gonna come in and make you accountable. The only person that can make you accountable is yourself, and nobody's going to come in and hold your hand and make you do the work. They can point you in the right direction, but you have to do the work. We had an amazing call Monday night, the Instagram training. It was simply amazing, and I haven't yet done one thing on Instagram. Instagram's just not my thing. Yeah, I know as soon as I post an image, I get all kinds of likes and followers just by using the hashtags and stuff they show, because I've done it a few times testing it. But I just haven't dove into Instagram. I'm still focused on Facebook and YouTube marketing and my blog, and I don't want to venture off into Instagram until I master Facebook and YouTube and my blog. I've got it mastered. But Facebook and YouTube, I want to get them mastered. Right now I'm repurposing my videos, my shows and putting them on my blog, and my blog traffic's going up just by doing that. Taking my video from my show and some of my other videos, putting them on my blog, writing a little blog post about it, and then boom. My blog's coming along pretty nice. If you guys don't mind, I'll share it with you. Let me pull it up here real quick. But I've been doing a redesign on my blog and changing it over to a different theme. And I'm going to share that with you here real quick. Here's the front page of my blog. When you first land on my blog, it should come to this page, which I'm going to record a video, put in right next to here. If I click on learn more, it goes straight to my blog page, which it has the videos in the background too. And you see I've been adding content from my marketing show, changing, because in the beginning it was a monster marketing show. I've changed the title up to the Jamie Shaw's marketing show, like it is, and repurposing my content. Well, I just seen that. I got to fix that title there. So you go back, let's go back to the home page, and then it slides over to this, which is the Workshop Warrior Mastermind, which I'm going to put a video that I'm recording for the capture page in there. So I got the video. So if I click on this, a closer look, it takes you to the new Workshop Warrior page that I made. I'm not going to show you it yet because I want to go over the rest of this. These are, products from the company I'm in, MLSP, that I've added. You click on one of them images, it goes straight to the product sales page. I've got books you should be reading. If you click on these, there, I'll open one for you. Go straight to my Amazon account. You buy the book, I get a commission in Amazon about it. So all these are Amazon books, and then down at the bottom, I've got an apply now. If you click on this, it takes you to an online business survey that I created, and it asks you questions that you have to fill all out, and then you submit it, and then I'll get in touch with you. So we're going to go to this. If I click on a closer look, it's going to take me straight to the Workshop Warrior Institute page, where Indians become warriors. And then I've got a little thing that we talk about in here. We do mindset development, we do branding, we do internet marketing, we do email marketing, and the percentages don't really mean that. I just kind of stuck some percentages in there. Then I kind of describe what we do in here, and then you have a get in now button. So if you hit get in now, it takes you to the free presentation, because I tell in here what it needs to do. And that same video I put on the front page, I may put here. I may put a different video here. I haven't decided yet. But as you can see, it's really starting to come along pretty good. I got my blog set up pretty good. If I click on a blog post, and this is I forgot, it's the Bloom plugin, and actually you can integrate your Aweber account with it, and as soon as somebody puts their email in there, it goes straight to your Aweber. And I've gotten, actually, since I've been redesigning this, I've got 3 leads off my blog. And then my work with me page is still plain Jane, because I haven't done anything with it. I have to redo a page for it, but it's pretty much done. All I gotta do is redo a page in this new theme, because themes from the old blog don't really transfer over very well, or pages don't. So you got to create a new page. And then I got my Who is Jamie Shaw, which I still have to record a video to replace this video, because I don't like that video. I sound like a redneck moron. So and I got to fix this down here. But other than that, it's coming along pretty nicely. I'm really pleased with the way it looks and the backgrounds and stuff. And I was told I couldn't put video in the background, and as you see, I got it done. So let me figure out how to stop sharing here. So I've been redoing my blog and putting content on my blog. I haven't been really recording any new content because I've been doing stuff like that, but I've been blogging every day because I'm writing a blurb on my video about what the video is about, and I'm listening to the video because I'm going back to the beginning and taking videos and putting on my blog to repurpose my blog. That way I'm writing a blog post every day and I'm getting my content to rank and everything. And that's half the battle, you know. It's not just writing a blog post every day, it's syndicating your stuff and getting it out there. I think Rob Four says in his course that you spend 20% of your time writing a blog post and 80% of your time syndicating it. And you know, you don't just syndicate it once. You come back, syndicate it once, and, you know, come back in 3 or 4 days, a week, and, you know, syndicate it again. You know, you can still do that with your blog post. And I do that with my YouTube videos, you know, for this show and other videos I put on YouTube. I'll go back and I'll add some keywords to it, or I'll add a line to it, and, you know, it may have fell out of the #1 spot, and I'll go in and add a little bit of stuff to it, or a new link or whatever, and boom, I get it right back on the first page of Google, you know, and get some traffic from it and YouTube. So there's just little bitty hacks and stuff that you can do like that keep you consistent and stuff like that. You should be doing new content daily. I know I should be, but as soon as I get my blog done, I will go back to doing new content. You know, my show every week is, I consistently have my show every week, and that is my fresh content every week, and that's why I'm repurposing my content. You know, plus it builds up my blog as an authority because all my show is on my blog. I don't have to build a page just to hold on my replays. Why not use it as blog content and help build up my blog as an authority site? You know, and that's something else I wanted to show here real quick. Actually, my blog has fell down in the rankings. It was up at 1,500. Now it's down at 1,611 in the Alexa ranking, but that's okay. You know, the more content and stuff out there, the more I get it finished, and then I start driving traffic to it, we'll start helping it grow. You know, because when I get my video done for my capture page for the Workshop Warriors, I'm going to drive them right to that Workshop Warrior page, and that way they can go in and watch another video. And then, you know, so I haven't quite decided, you know, I'm going to send them, because that Workshop Warrior page tells them the requirements to get in to that little blurb I had underneath told at the bottom of it. I'll share that with you again real quick. I told them right here the 5 steps to get in, be on my team, because, you know, I'm pushing them to this page, so I'm telling them that they have to be on my team to get into the workshop. You know, if I was pushing it somewhere else, I'd say you have to be a part of one of our team, Dave, Katie, or myself, or anybody else in the Workshop Warriors, and then to make a video, tell them who you are, why you want to be in the mastermind, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then upload it to the Facebook group. So I kind of tell them, that's why I want to kind of push them to that page and tell them, because I tell them right there what the requirements are. And let's see, I still got plenty of time. You guys in the chat got any questions? let My traffic's gone up quite a bit this week on my blog, you know. Let's see, let me look here real quick. Now I was down to 1 or 2 views a day, you know. I got, here, I'll share with you. I don't mind sharing with you. No, I let my blog traffic go way down, you know, because I haven't been paying attention to my blog. You know, I've been working on let's see, I started the redesign right here, I think it was around February 8th. So you see I had pretty good traffic, you know, 29 views that day. You know, some day that day I had 21 views, and this is since the redesign. I think I started it right in here somewhere, or maybe I think it was right here, February 7th. I started it. It said 21 views that day. That's when I started posting the videos. Only 4 that day, 6, 6, 16 to 7, 9. But see, it's consistently. And look, I've got people coming from Facebook to my blog. I've had 7 people coming from Facebook to my blog, unknown search terms, you know, and they're hitting the homepage. They're hitting the videos that I'm posting, you know. So that's um, that's what happens when you start repurposing your content. You know, you get it out there more places, and you have more eyeballs on it. You know, and then people start knowing who you are. You know, so that's why I'm doing it. And Dave's posting fresh videos on his blog, so he's getting fresh people. You know, I want to kind of get my older ones on there. That way, they're all on there. That way, you know, if somebody wants to check out something from my show that I like, you know, custom capture page or something that I showed on one of my shows one time, or you know, how to post in groups or something, they can go to that blog post and read all about it. You know, and you know, on my show, I want to get more, you know, the first half hour kind of mindset, and then the second half hour kind of show and tell, you know, walk you through, you know, blog setup or funnelizer setup, or you know, how to create a custom capture page. So I kind of want to do some more how-to stuff, you know. And the more I learn in the security program, um, the more I'm going to be tightening my security on my blog, on my website. And you know, if you guys want to secure your computers and stuff like that too, um, I'll be giving you guys tips and tools and tricks to secure your systems up, so you're not getting, you know, so like if you get something from like Jeremy, somebody hacked his account and they're sending out a virus to everybody, you know, you'll have the tools and stuff to stop, because Facebook's one of the modules in this course that how to secure Facebook better and stuff like that, you know. Well, thanks, Katie. I'm glad you like it. I know you've been fascinated with it all along, so. But, probably shouldn't have showed that Workshop Warrior page. Everybody kind of sees the new name to it, so. But that's okay. Cat's out of the bag a little bit. We got some. Dave and Katie and I have something cool coming up for you soon. We've discussed it, and it's I think it'll be helpful to the group. We got to finalize a few things on it, and we need to get together and talk about it and get it finalized and get it together, and then we'll implement it. So, but until then, you guys have to just wonder what it is, because I'm not going to spill the beans, and I know Katie and Dave ain't going to tell nothing on it. So, but it was a big idea I had, and you know, I think it'd be very beneficial for the group. And I presented it to Katie. Katie agreed with me, and I presented it to Dave, and Dave agreed with me, and they both thought it was an excellent idea. So, like I said, we got to work out a few more details on it, and then we will probably be implementing it soon. So, stay on the lookout for a surprise. You know, we'll probably announce it before we start doing it. I don't know. But, you know, a lot of this stuff, you know, and that's how I got out of I mean, I still fall down, but that's how I got out of, when I got back up, what direction do I need to go? Because when you fall down in life, you know, you have a choice to make. Do I get back up and press on and learn from what knocked me down, or do I just give up? You know, a lot of people just give up. They think this is hard. And I heard something in the audio day, and Jim Rohn said it, because the motivational videos on YouTube, there'll be Eric Thomas for a minute, there'll be Les Brown, there'll be Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn said, I can't remember what he said, as I've only heard it once, so I can't remember. It was you can spend, most people spend their life doing the easy thing, and their life is hard. If you spend the time doing the hard things, your life will be easy. And that really caught my attention, because, you know, most people do the easy things. They make the easy excuses to get out of doing what they have to do, and they wonder why their life is so hard. They wonder why they struggle all the time. They wonder why they never have enough money. It's because they're taking the easy road, so their life's going to be a struggle constantly. If you go through the struggle and do the hard things that nobody else will do, create a blog post, blog on it all the time, make videos that you're scared to make and you know you should make them anyway, so you just get over it and go do it and make them, you know, repurpose your content, get your face out there on Facebook, you know, meet people, post in groups, do all the hard stuff you have to do to get your personality out there and your branding out there, and people will start coming to you and asking you what you're doing, and then you'll have people to talk to, and then when they start you start giving them great value and being a mentor to them and showing them the way, you know, then the easy part will start coming to you. The money will start coming to you. The prospects will start coming to you. They'll start joining you. You have a team to mentor. You know, you'll be able to break off from the workshop warrior and start, you know, a second part of the workshop warriors where you have your own team that you mentor in a held in suspense on what? Oh, about my announcement. Okay, I'm gonna shut up on it. But you know, then you'll split off into your own team, and you'll be the mentor that everybody looks up to. And you know, and when that you have that person tell you, but it's hard, and you can say, I know it's hard. I've been there. I went through the struggle just like you're going through. But rise above yourself and step into the power you have because you are powerful. Two biggest words you can have in your mind is I am. And I am the most powerful being on the planet. And you can be that same person. Just take I am, put a blank behind it, and decide, you know, just decide, make a decision. What do you want behind that I am? I am a powerful leader in our community, and I am a great teacher, and I am enjoying teaching our community and rising them up into leaders themselves. That's my purpose. That is my drive, is to help other people rise up and step into their own power, because I was in such a bad place. You know, I mean, I wasn't a bad person. I just had such uh, a bad thought, image of myself. I didn't like myself. I was unhappy with myself, and you know, I was a quiet, shy, basically an introvert. You know, I don't like a lot of people, but once you get to know me, you know, I'm the life. I'm the big crack up and everything, and you know, that's one thing that's keeps my marriage so solid, is because I can always make my wife laugh. Always. You know, I can be the biggest dork you ever seen in your life, and you know, there's sometimes, you know, you remember Steve Urkel. I'll pull up my PJ bottoms up around my belly and run around in high waters like I'm Steve Urkel, and she gets a big kick out of it and laughs. And that's one of the biggest things in your relationship that you can do, is make your partner laugh every day. Because if you're not happy with yourself, you know, and I've learned this over the last 3 or 4 years and developed my mindset. If you're not happy with yourself, then you're not going to be happy with your business. You're not going to be happy with the people you're around. Get around the people that you want to be around. You know, I hang out with Dave a lot. I hang out with Katie. Uh, you know, I hang out with Pat Patterson. You know, our upline is Laura Parrish. You know, I follow Diane Hockman. I follow Ray Higdon. I follow David Wood still. I follow David Sharp still. I follow Aaron Raskin. You know, I talked a couple weeks ago about getting on people's email list when I taught in the group. And I made a list of people's email lists that I'm on. And I'm just going to go through this list real quick and let you know. I mean, and I don't read every email that comes in. If one headline catches my attention, I'll open it up and read it. So here are the email list that I'm on, that, you know, I pick and choose what I want to read. I'm on Lawrence Tam, David Wood, David Sharp, Tony Rush, Aaron Raskin, Justin Berengia, Alan Cousins, Calvin Amon, George Hutton, John Penberthy, Ray Higdon, Diane Hockman, Pop Pie Girl, or Jennifer Ledbetter. She is a very good marketer. She built it up from scratch. And the next one too, Kim Roach. She is a very good marketer. She's built everything up from scratch. She runs a site called BuzzBlogger. 15, number 15 is Katie Stage. 16, Dave Renica. 17, Neil Patel. 18, Brian Tracy. 19, Bill and Michelle Pesoscalito. 20 is Brian Finale. And 21 is Mike Hobbs. And I forgot one because I had 22. What's his name? Now I can't even think of his name right now. Paul Hutchings. Paul Hutchings, number 22. I am on every one of their email lists. That's 22 people. Because I pick and choose what I want to read, and sometimes David Wood will have a catchy headline and go in and read his copy. He is an excellent copywriter. I want to be an excellent copywriter and write my own copy. I don't want to rely on MLSP's copy to sell me. I want to rely on me to sell me. What's Dave saying? I remember saying to Ryan, you got success and you made it work. I was thinking that it's easy to say what he was saying. Now that I'm on the other side of struggling, I totally get it. Success takes a lot. If it was easy, everybody would have it. Make yourself work like you never worked before. You can do it. Exactly. And all these lists that I'm on have come over the years, because I've been doing this for a long time. And it just hasn't been my time yet, but I think I'm coming into my time. But a lot of people that I really read their email a lot, I read Katie's every day. Dave, I get one from him every day. I read Dave's, not every day, but most generally it's Dave and Katie's. I open theirs. Diane Hockman, I open hers every day. Pop Pie Girl, I open hers every day. Kim Roach, she don't email every day, but when she does, I open it, read it, because she's always got awesome tips on blogging, traffic, stuff like that. Aaron Raskin is an excellent copywriter. I read his stuff. I read his stuff daily. But Diane teaches us in the traction marketing to take the ones that appeal to you and handwrite them out. That way you learn the language of the copyright. So I'm going to take Aaron and start writing them out. Lawrence Tam, his are really good too. Some of the other guys, Justin Brinja, his are really good too. So Tony Rush had an awesome one the other day that was really good, and I don't even remember what it was about. Me and Dave had a conversation about it, and it was a really good piece of copy, and it was, if you put it on a Word document, I bet it was 3 pages long, but it was just mind-boggling. And Neil Patel, he's always talking about blogging and traffic, and he's the blogging king, so when I get an email from him, and it might not be every day, it may be 1 or 2 a week, or one every other week, but if I get an email from him, I'll open it up and read it, because he always gives great tips, great value, how to drive traffic to your blog, what you need to do, sites you need to link into and stuff like that. Mike Hobbs and Paul Hutchings too, when they send an email, I generally read them, because Paul Hutchings, teaches excellent mindset stuff, because he teaches from Think and Grow Rich, which is, fascinating, and I need to read the book again. And Mike Hobbs, teaches excellent stuff too on blogging, how to get traffic, other stuff like that. Those guys are excellent mentors. Bill and Michelle Pesoscalito. Michelle Pesoscalito is the Facebook queen. Sorry, Katie, but she is the Facebook queen. You're the Facebook princess, and you're pretty damn awesome, but Michelle's the queen. So, those are some of the things that I do to help grow my mind, and I'm constantly learning. I'm learning attraction marketing, plus, I'm doing cybersecurity too, plus, I can learn, and that's just how I'm built. I can learn 2 or 3 things at one time and retain the information. Some of the stuff they were talking about, I'll teach you something I learned today in the cybersecurity. If let me share my screen with you real quick, since I still got my blog open. And this is something you guys probably didn't know. If you go and if you look up here, you see HTTPS. That means it's secure. You see the green padlock. That means the site is secure and it's verified by GoDaddy. You click on the information, you can see it's a secure connection. I've not granted any special permission or anything, but it's a secure site. And that's what the green padlock says. If it's a gray padlock, that means it's not secure. And if you don't have the HTTPS in there, that means it's not secure. Because hackers, you will see just Jay Shaw at MSP sites, and it could be a duplicate or cloned site if it didn't have the HTTPS in there. And that's something I learned today in the cybersecurity class that I'm in. So, you know, that's just